It's Weekend Update with Hunter Lohmann and Georgia Hall. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Georgia Hall.
And I'm Hunter Lohmann. Former President Donald John Trump is currently on trial with the New York State Supreme Court for 34 counts of falsifying business records. The former president pleads not guilty to portraying hush money reimbursements to his former lawyer Michael Cohen as legal expenses. News outlets have been providing hourly updates of the trial, a constant reminder that Donald Trump is still, unfortunately, relevant in American politics.
The family members of independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. have publicly endorsed Biden over Kennedy for the 2024 presidency. Kennedy says, quote, "I love my family. I feel that they love me," end quote, in response to his family's not supporting his election campaign. Well, we know you're unpopular in the polls, Kennedy, but I guess you're also the unpopular one in your own family, too.
Michael Douglas, the esteemed film actor, was recently interviewed by CNN on whether President Joe Biden is too old to run. Thank you, Michael Douglas. This was just what this country needed. Another elderly white man telling us his opinions.
And now we welcome a white man who we want to hear opinions from. It's broadcaster with a second job.
Well, hello there, Hunter, Georgia.
Hi, Liam. It's great to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. You know, it's actually a nice break from my day-to-day jobs.
Did you say jobs?
Yeah. So actually, I am a sports broadcaster because from a young age, I was told that I have a great face for radio. So that's what I pursued.
You mean a great voice for radio?
No.
Okay. Well, Liam, how do you like it?
You know, it's all great, but honestly, can I tell you something?
Of course, Liam. You can tell us here, update anything.
Well, the pay isn't great. I mean, I needed to pick up a second job.
Oh?
Yeah, it's going great. Now, let me just set the scene for you. Okay. You're trying to break up with your boyfriend. Just pretend for a minute, Georgia, that you have one of those. And anyways, you want to break up with your boyfriend. You don't want to do it over text, but you also don't want to do it in person. What would you do?
I'm not sure.
You call me to deliver that bad news. That's what I do. I deliver bad news.
And you get paid for this.
You'd be surprised at how many people don't want to tell people when they're dying. They're willing to pay money, and I mean good money to do that.
I didn't realize there was a market for this.
Oh, wow, there's a market. Now, it's limited, but I have tapped into it, and I'm actually booked for the rest of the year. Now, I'm doing eviction notices, serving legal papers, and delivering soul-crushing, world-rocking, majorly upsetting news to the poor schmucks of the world.
Well, that's not very nice, profiting off of someone when they're at their lowest.
Poor Georgia. I had a feeling you'd say this. Georgia Hall, I am sorry to inform you, but American film actor David Desmalchin has filed a restraining order against you for harassment and stalking.
What? I didn't even sign. How did you get my signature? Is this true, Liam? Why would you
right
say
there.
that?
Of course it's true. I deliver bad news, not false news, silly. If you don't believe me, here are some examples.
Okay, that's not. How did you get these? Who are you talking to? That's like, did you
Folks, this is
contact David Desmalchin?
This is only the start. I'm telling you.
But we're friends. He commented on my friend Trinity's Instagram post.
Babe, are you Trinity?
Broadcaster with a second job, everyone. Unreal.
Georgia, that's embarrassing. You're stalking people?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Well, an escaped mountain goat nicknamed Chug got stuck under a bridge in Kansas City, Missouri earlier this month. It's unsure how the goat became stuck, but Chug was rescued by local firefighters and safely returned to his owner. Chug is also a high school nickname for Travis Kelce.
Ooh, that's rough. The Punxsutawney Groundhog Club stated in a Facebook post that not only is Punxsutawney Phil married to his groundhog wife Phyllis, but the couple also had 2 children born last month. This is great news for my mother, who can now say, see, Georgia, even the groundhogs are in relationships and making grandchildren.
Your mom really said that?
Yes, all the time. Move on, move on.
An off-the-grid community in New Mexico is making headlines for its self-sustaining buildings made from recycled materials. The buildings, called Earthships, are not only able to house people, but also grow food, recycle water, and use wind and solar power. The creator of this off-the-grid community is Michael Reynolds, a man who looks like if Santa Claus went off the grid and quit doing Christmas.
Speaking of sustainability, last week was Earth Day. Many people around the country celebrated April 22nd by spending time outside, doing local cleanups, or learning about this year's theme, Planet versus Plastic, which is an effort to raise awareness about harmful plastics. As for me, I spent the day despairing about the future of the planet. Just kidding, I littered. Also relating to the Earth, Mount Ruang in Indonesia underwent multiple eruptions last week with volcanic ashes shooting so high in the air it reached the second layer of the atmosphere. The eruption sent volcanic gases 65,000 feet in the air, releasing 300,000 tons of sulfur dioxide, a toxic gas with the smell of burnt matches. You know what else released 300,000 tons of sulfur dioxide this week? Hunter, after he ate a galley burrito yesterday.
No, I didn't
true.
have a burrito.
I was there, I smelled it, and I saw it.
She's lying, guys.
I'm not.
She's lying.
I can't lie.
Well, Taylor Swift earlier this month released her 11th studio album, Tortured Poets Department, not to be confused with Dead Poets Society, which is actually good.
Cicadas have gotten even more annoying. Studies show there is a new deadly sexually transmitted disease, a fungus, that turns cicadas into zombies and causes their private parts to fall off, which is actually going to be the main plotline of Disney's Zombies 4.
Well, and now with her own message, it's Public Sarah announcements.
Hello, everybody.
Hiya, Sarah. How are you doing today?
Hi, Hunter. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course, yeah. Well, thank you for being here. Now, I understand that you have some important PSAs that you want to share with us.
Yes, only these aren't just regular PSAs. It's a Public Sarah announcement. Do you get it?
Yeah.
PSA, Public Sarah
Okay,
announcement.
sure. Why don't you get started with them?
Okay. Public Sarah announcement. Walk faster. I am tired of walking behind a bunch of slowpokes on my way to class. Any slow walkers will be pushed off the sidewalk into oncoming traffic. See if they speed up when a car is barreling towards them.
Sarah, that's a really dark announcement. You can't seriously be considering doing this.
Oh, please. Buckle up was a popular PSA and no one does that.
You don't buckle your seatbelt?
Public Sarah announcement. Don't smoke.
Okay, well, that's an actual PSA, and smoking is bad, so I guess this is a good message.
You didn't let me finish, Hunter.
Sorry.
Don't smoke underwater because then the fish will get addicted to cigarettes. And then they can't buy them at a gas station because they have no money and there's no underwater gas stations. And then they have to quit cold turkey, which is really hard for anyone to do.
Is that common? Like a common problem that people encounter? What's going on?
Public Sarah announcement. Always recycle.
But...
There's no but. Recycling is good. It saves the planet, Hunter. Don't be such a negative Nancy. A hateful Hunter, if you will.
Sarah Dutton and Public Sarah announcements, everyone.
Yay!
For Weekend Update, I'm Hunter Lohmann.
And I'm Georgia Hall. Good night!